Welcome to Frost & Sullivan's Growth Podcast. This series brings together key insights from our research, growth analyses, and thought leadership, highlighting the strategic imperatives shaping industries, technologies, and markets worldwide. In this episode, we focus on cloud communications, collaboration services, and digital workplace solutions, distilling essential perspectives to help teams understand what is changing, why it matters, and how organizations can align strategy with emerging growth priorities.
What if your communications platform and collaboration software didn't just connect people, but made decisions, enforced policies, and executed workflows on its own? That shift is already underway. Today, the cloud communications and collaboration services landscape is going through a noticeable transformation, driven by the rapid infusion of agentic AI into enterprise workflows. But while AI is getting all the attention, the real challenge isn't adoption, it's execution. Because simply deploying AI doesn't guarantee impact. Most organizations are still trying to answer a fundamental question. How do you operationalize AI in a way that delivers measurable, consistent value? At the same time, the risk surface is expanding across channels, devices, and platforms, bringing security, trust, and compliance into sharper focus. And enterprise buyers? They're becoming far more selective, prioritizing workflow-centric, deeply integrated communication platforms over generic tools. In this environment, programmability, verticalization, mobility, and ecosystem integration are no longer optional. They are defining where growth will come from. Are you building a communication strategy for what's next, or optimizing for what's already outdated?
AI is clearly a priority. 74% of organizations place high importance on agentic AI solutions that can act autonomously. But execution isn't that simple. Many providers are struggling to translate AI into consistent, outcome-driven value propositions. And without that, AI risks becoming an expensive experiment rather than a competitive advantage. What's changing this? Domain-specific AI agents that understand industry context, AI application marketplaces that extend functionality, better orchestration across workflows. These elements help close the gap between AI capability and business impact. Because ultimately, enterprises are not buying AI, they are buying outcomes.
Next, as data volumes grow and systems become more complex, risk exposure is increasing. Organizations are dealing with privacy violations, hallucinated AI outputs, security breaches, data leakage. This makes trust a key buying criterion. Enterprises now expect transparent AI governance, automated audits, real-time policy enforcement, continuous monitoring. And increasingly, these capabilities are delivered through managed security services. Security is no longer reactive. It must be continuous, embedded, and verifiable.
Next, enterprises are reducing the number of vendors they work with. Instead of siloed point solutions, they are prioritizing providers that can deliver integrated digital workplace solutions. This shift is driving what we call customer value chain compression. For providers, this means moving beyond core unified communications as a service offerings, expanding into workplace modernization, integrating employee engagement tools, offering cloud contact center capabilities, diversifying into network and connectivity management. Growth is no longer about selling more seats. It's about capturing more value across the enterprise stack. The question then is, where can you expand your role in the customer's value chain?
In the future, generic horizontal communication tools will no longer be sufficient. In fact, even today, 62% of organizations say they lack the right tools for specific job roles and workflows. When tools don't align with how people work, productivity slows down, user frustration increases, adoption drops. The path forward lies in deeper customization, persona-based interfaces, vertical alignment, workflow integration. Providers must move from one-size-fits-all platforms to programmable communication environments. Without this, they risk being seen as interchangeable infrastructure.
In mature markets, growth is becoming more difficult. Providers are facing pricing pressure, intense competition, limits to organic expansion. As a result, many are looking toward underpenetrated regions, but expansion is not straightforward. Success depends on strong local partnerships, understanding regulatory requirements, adapting to language and cultural nuances, aligning with local infrastructure. This makes ecosystem-driven expansion critical. Growth will come not just from entering new regions, but from entering them more effectively. Which partnership strategies and collaborations will help you tap into emerging growth regions?
On the other side, many providers continue to face operational inefficiencies, quoting delays, complex provisioning, slow onboarding, billing challenges, support bottlenecks. These issues create friction and increase costs. And importantly, simply adopting AI tools won't fix these foundational problems. To address this, providers are turning to turnkey software as service and platforms as a service providers, wholesale platforms, and specialist partners. These collaborations help improve agility, reduce operational risk, accelerate time to market. Are your operations ready to support AI at scale? If not, where can you start?
Mobile is now essential. 89% of organizations consider mobile calling important. Yet the experience remains inconsistent across devices. Common issues include lack of feature parity, fragmented user identity, unsynchronized experiences. As work becomes more hybrid and frontline driven, this gap becomes more visible. The need is for communication solutions that work seamlessly across devices, provide consistent identity, deliver synchronized experiences. The goal is simple: enable communication beyond the desk.
What stands out most in today's environment is this: the gap is not in technology, it is in execution. Providers that succeed will be those who deliver consistent performance, stay closely aligned with customer needs, clearly demonstrate value. Because in the end, value must be visible. What improved? What became faster? What costs were reduced? Execution, not innovation alone, will define leadership in cloud communications. The question is, how will you identify and act on the right growth opportunities in this evolving landscape?
That's all for this episode of Frost & Sullivan's Growth Podcast. For deeper analysis, research insights, and strategic frameworks shaping future growth, explore our studies and resources at frost.com or reach out to our team at hello@frost.com. We'll be back soon with more perspectives to help you stay clear-headed and growth-ready.